What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Element TD2. We are here with another achievement. Grand Defense, clear mission 11 on hard without losing any lives. That's a setup we use very condensed. So, using the 20 points that we have at this stage in the game, we use a poison here. Darkness, darkness, not vapor. Water. So far so good. The poison is really pretty good, I would say. This one targets front. I don't really care about anything else, but this one in the end is kind of a safety, so it's good if that one targets front. Then we have the vapor here, which is pretty good, I would say. And don't worry, just slow the game down a little bit if you feel like this might be going a little bit too quickly. We put another vapor up here. We'll soon go into upgrades as well. But so far so good. Now the reason why I go for darkness and water towers is there's nothing that counters these two elements in the build. The water is normally countered by darkness creeps, but we don't have them, and darkness is normally countered by light creeps, and we don't have those in the game neither, so let's get a vapor 2 for this position, and then we won't spend during this wave because there's a new area coming up, and I want to make sure we have the resources necessary to put a vapor here. And we can also put a darkness here as well. So far, so good. Also want is a poison here, because this one then also hits the side. Which hopefully helps. I would love to upgrade this one. Where we have our first opponents here. Now, the vapor obviously helping on both sides, which is why a lot of stuff died here. Would also like to get this one upgraded. A lot of different considerations to make right now. But it's really only about living to wave 10, and then the map doesn't expand, it just becomes one path. And you really just want to pile on as much damage as you can, pretty much. Getting this one upgraded would be pretty sweet as well. Although I would actually rather have this one right now, because that one also reaches both lanes and both don't. Now fire probably doesn't make too much trouble here. No, it doesn't. And where is wave 10? Let's upgrade this one. Vapor 2, darkness 2. All good. All good. The problem with other builds is, and I tried other builds, is that you normally have an element that is pretty much resistant to what you dish out on damage, and well, that's problematic. Let's upgrade the poison tower. Poison is really good. Just wanna say that. It really is. Also want to upgrade this one. Both of these will obviously deal good amount of damage. Now damage obviously ticking up. Let's actually sell this one. Don't really need that one. We also don't really need that one. Get another poison here. And then I also want more upgraded vapor towers. Now darkness 2 is okay. Still with a jump it's pretty good. But as you can see we are doing alright here. The 2 poison towers prepare the enemies for what lies ahead pretty much, so. And what lies ahead is a lot of death. I'd say that's a pretty good build, eh? Nearing the position where I want to have another vapor, but why not? Also will obviously take tremendous amount of damage from the poison towers. They're ticking up really well here. Another tower that you can go for if you have points to spend, and then also can gather up resources required, as a runic tower. Those are really good here. But I didn't really have the points. Well, I have the points, but I only wanted to spend 20, which is exactly the amount that you have at this stage in the game, so. So far so good. Another wave coming up. Another upgrade coming up. Another vapor tower coming up. And for another 800, we can even upgrade that one. Now you can also go for vapor 3, obviously those will give you a tremendous bonus. When you don't need as many of them, you can maybe skip on this one and possibly on this one. Like skip out on some towers and get a vapor 3 and that will just annihilate everything. But we don't have the points for that. But again, we do, but you know. Oh, that was a tremendous amount of damage. And now they come from all directions, which is a bit annoying, but you know. Get another vapor here. Obviously you really can, if you have the points, you can add in blacksmiths to increase damage, you can add in wells to increase the firing rate. Like if you have the points, and then you can also accumulate some gold here to actually make this happen, and you can just really go wild here, but or like I said, go for level 3 towers. But we don't have that right now, so what you see here is what you get. And what you get is pretty good anyway. Vapor also pretty good because they can deal with both paths at once, so. They're obviously not that great against singular enemies, so the big ones, they might give you some trouble, but generally speaking, you should be fine. If this one for the big ones, eh? If it's 1800 damage. Oh, well, that's not actually that much if you think about it. Could add another poison. But I like my build, so we stick with it. Now we have the big ones coming up. This is it, boys and girls. And whoever else. Let's get another poison, why not? Poison always good. Deal lots of damage. Lots of damage good. These guys will be done soon, and then the rest will go into the death zone down there, which it really has become. And that up these three can really give us too many problems. One of them is dead. Two of them are dead. Soon. Now. And this is mostly about mass, but that's what the Vapors are good against. That's why singular target towers are not amazing in this level. Because you get so many massed enemies. Now, yeah, against the orcs, the big ones are pretty good. But generally speaking, the danger that one of them slips through because you don't have enough area of effect damage, or just generally speaking not enough cover to make sure nothing gets through, and you struggle if you focus too heavily on high damage single target towers. The Runic also struggles with these mass enemies, if you want to use that. But we didn't struggle, we didn't lose a life, and we got an achievement. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. And until next time with the next achievement, farewell.